There we are, guys. Welcome in here, episode 2. Here we are talking some hockey. We got NHL, AHL hockey here, guys. It's a Friday, we're ready to hit the slate. I'm going to start off with some hockey news, though. Coach for Calgary there, Flames, Peters, he stepped down for all the good reasons. They handle it very well in-house. Just a little news there, guys. Peters is no longer the coach. I'm not sure who's stepping in, but he's gone in for good reason there. It's a lot of coaches should be moving in that direction. I know guys like Brindamore and these younger coaches wouldn't let that fly. So anyway, just want to start off the show with that, guys. Mr. Gokster, check me out on Twitter, ego47_. I got all my picks on Pick City. 50% off too right now, guys. Use the promo code GogiThanks50. We've been killing it lately there, guys. We went 2-3 in NHL in our last show, but our free picks we gave out, guys, we went 3-4. So that was a great free plays for you guys, and I plan on giving you guys some more here. Capped all the games, got almost at least a lean for you guys on all these games. I got 4 client picks that I'll try to steer away from, but you might be able to catch on to what I'm saying there. So anyways, let's get right into it, guys. We got 22 games between the AHL and the NHL. AHL, if you don't know, is the American Hockey League. It's the affiliate to all these teams. It's great hockey. You get to learn a lot about the players that are going to be up and coming, especially the guy right now from Minnesota, Kakkonen, played for Iowa. I got a little insight on Kakkonen. He's not a bad goalie at all. I'll have some more on that as we get into this NHL slate. So let's get into it, guys. Welcome everyone in here today. I appreciate you guys tuning in. First game, I had a little bit of a value play here on the Rangers, guys, and I see they're up 1-0 on Boston. Rangers are playing good hockey right now. Lundqvist, he's on a bit of a roll. They went with him again. They're going to go Georgiev tomorrow. Halak got the start today. Not a bad thing. Again, it's going to be back-to-backs for a lot of these teams, guys. So whoever starts today, they're probably not starting tomorrow. Lundqvist and Halak today. I got right here. The line is just too big for Boston. I'm not going to lay that much with Boston, guys. I got plus 192 at Bookmaker on the New York Rangers. Just a little value play. I know you guys can't get that in. If it ties it up, if Boston ties the game up here, you might be able to get some plus money. But right now, we'll move on to a game that hasn't started here. We got 6 games at 4:00, guys. Winnipeg and Anaheim is going to be the first one here. This is going to be a pretty strong lean I put in here just as a small unit play. This is going to be Winnipeg, guys. I know a lot of people on our low bag show were looking at Winnipeg, and I see exactly why. You got Hellebuck here I'm looking at. He's been a great starter right now, guys. He's killing me. Geez, my notes here are so tiny. He's a second start here. Coming off a strong last start here. They're playing really good hockey right now too, Winnipeg. I got here, they got the second best road penalty kill as well, coming in at 83% here, guys, for today. So that's a good stat you want to look at, road penalty kill. So they're going to be able to stop Anaheim if they do get on the power play here. At least 83%, you got to like that number. Winnipeg playing good hockey here, guys. Anaheim, nothing against the Ducks here. Gibson, he had a great start last game. But you want to give me, again, guys, a lot of my picks here, I'm making initial lines, and then I'll base my picks based on that. If I see a total at 6.5 and I had the under 6, I'm going to jump on that. I got an extra 0.5 of value, right? So I had a Winnipeg at about even money, but you want to give me plus 115, I'll take it at Bookmaker. So there's a lean for you there, guys. Winnipeg at plus 115. Hopefully that's still out there for you. Moving on to the next game here, LA Kings and San Jose Sharks. So you got any questions, guys, too? I got it right up here, so don't feel like I won't be able to jump in here. We only got one person in right now, so I know the replay value is also there. Anyway, enough of my bickering and battering, guys. I'm in hockey mode. We're looking at LA Kings, San Jose Sharks. This is a client play. The starters, from what I'm looking at, I'm thinking Campbell's going to get the start here, guys. Put Quick in tomorrow. Quick here, what do I have? It would be his 5th start in a row, guys. You can't be putting an older man like that in that situation. I don't like that. I don't like that for him. I wouldn't want Quick here against San Jose. So I'm looking at Campbell and Jones. Jones first start. Dell got the last start last game, guys. So two fresh goalies here, and a fresh goalie situation. You might know where I'll be leaning towards. If you want to ask me who I want I got a total play here, guys. I can't give out, but on the side, I'd probably look San Jose here, but that's not a strong play there, guys. Move on to one that here's another strong lean that I did put a little half unit on. Ottawa Senators, Minnesota. I was going to say Twins, Minnesota Wild. Looking at Kakkonen getting the start here, guys. Like I said, the AHL goalie. His numbers aren't bad. He had a good start last game. How long it's going to hold, I'm not too sure. But Nielsen is going on the other side here for Ottawa. Nielsen's a hot and cold goalie. Both of these teams, I feel like it's going to be like a stalemate game. They played last time in Ottawa. I believe it was like 4-0 or 4-1 for Minnesota. You know, revenge is going to be on Ottawa's mind. They're playing good hockey. I could understand the Ottawa play, but I got a little lean to the under here, guys. What was the line here? Sorry, I don't have the line up. Just give me a second. Line on the Ottawa game. We need totals. If you can find any of your odds too, guys, if you don't already know, SBR odds. Great spot to see any live action, all sports. Let's see. What do we got the total here? 5.5, yeah, and it's looking a little bit to the money's coming in on the over. Wow, opened at 6, now it's 5.5. So if you're going to be asking me now, is 5.5 worth it? That 6 would have been a great grab for the under. I did get it at 5.5 here. My numbers at even money. So I would recommend that, guys. That is a lean I have, under 5.5 in Ottawa, Minnesota. Moving on to the next game here, Toronto and Buffalo. This is going to be a good matchup here, guys. Don't sleep on Buffalo here. I think they're actually going to be able to put in a bit of an effort. The Leafs, though, it's going to be similar. I was just reading some notes on NBC Sports there, guys. Chicago, remember when Chicago fired Quenneville and they brought in the young coach there? They started winning games, a lot of overs. That's what I'm looking at here, guys. This is not an official client play, but it was going to be. But at 6.5, I still had to take it. Toronto is just going to keep scoring, I think. And the one team that did kind of slow them down since the new coach was Arizona. I believe they won 3-0 or 3-1. Other than that, they've been scoring 5-6 goals against mediocre defensive teams. That's what we got here in Buffalo, guys, a mediocre defensive team. Just one second. Shout out to our Denver Broncos here. Anyways, talking hockey. Buffalo defensively is exactly what Toronto should be able to attack. With that being said, Hutchinson's getting the start. AHL, yeah, he looked great in the AHL when he got called down. 2 good starts. I believe he got the win in both those games. Versus Buffalo, it could be a different question, guys. I just feel like there's going to be goals here. Buffalo's not exactly playing the greatest of hockey. They do have some injuries, especially on the D side. I could see a team total over for Toronto Maple Leafs, even at 3.5. But I like the over at 6.5. Give me that one, guys. Toronto Maple Leafs, Buffalo Sabres. Next game here, Detroit, Philly. Detroit, they called up Picard here, Calvin Picard. Not exactly a good thing, if you ask me. Bernier, he should be all right here. He was sick. I don't exactly like Detroit in any way possible. This is one of the worst teams coming in here versus a team like Philadelphia. They just need to get the momentum going here. I've been reading that JVR has been on the 4th line. He's going to want to prove himself here. He's going to start scoring. This is a perfect team to really chomp the bit at, and I think Philadelphia is going to do that. That's why the line's minus 270 now, guys. I'm taking the puck line. I got minus 109. That's going to be a pretty strong lean for you there, guys. Philadelphia on the puck line, minus 109. Next game here, we're moving on to Tampa Bay and the Washington Capitals here. This is going to be a great game, guys. Vasilevsky's getting another start. This is a client play, so I got to be careful. Vasilevsky's getting another start. If Holtby's going again, guys, this is 6th game in a row he'd be starting. I don't like that. Similar to like I was saying with who was it there? Anyways, Jesus, we're live. We're live. If Holtby gets another start here, guys, they've been getting peppered with shots. I've been reading. Last 4 games, he's allowed Washington's allowed 30 shots on net. A team like Tampa Bay, I think, can do the same thing. With that said, it's in Washington, though. Washington's a very good team. I got burned taking Florida last time against them, so this is gonna be a close game. I can see some goals here as well. But anyway, moving on to the next game. Client play again here, guys. Try to be quick with them because I can't exactly give you too much. Vegas and Arizona. You're looking at Kemper getting the 3rd start with a Subban. Fleury should be back pretty soon. He's going through little issues there back home in Montreal. Hopefully everything gets sorted out for him. But without Fleury, the coach for Arizona here, he knows Fleury very well. He was assistant coach in Pittsburgh when they won those cups. So I do like the kind of edge that Subban's going. Tocchet doesn't know that's the coach for Arizona, doesn't know nearly as much, I believe, on Subban. Yeah, it should be a good game, though. On to the next game here, guys. I got two leans for you here. I put in half units, Pittsburgh and Columbus. This is going to be a good game, guys. Both teams, I think, can score. But with that being said, you got a goalie in Yari, who's playing some of the best hockey right now. He came up in the AHL as well for the Wilkes-Barre Scranton Penguins. And he's playing great hockey here. He's got a team like Columbus who they don't generate many shots on net. With that being said, Columbus is playing pretty good defensively as well. Korpisalo is getting his third start. What do I got here? It could be a bit of a letdown spot after scoring 8 goals as well against Vancouver there, guys. Pittsburgh put in quite the performance. I lean to the under here. I took under 6 at -106 as well, guys. I like that number. I thought it would be like a -115 or even a 5.5. But I jump on that under 6 in the Pittsburgh Columbus game there, guys. Moving on to the Pittsburgh money line. We're also rocking with Pittsburgh money line at -120. I found that at 5 dimes. I think Pittsburgh's going to come in with another strong performance. Yari's a great goalie that the team seems to be playing around. With that being said, that's even without, I wrote down the guys out here, Pittsburgh, without Schultz, Sid, and Bukestad. Even without those guys, they're still scoring. Guys like Rust, Letang, they're moving the puck. Letang's a great defensive, offensive player. Give me Pittsburgh and the under there, guys. Correlate. On to the next game here, Nashville, Carolina. Looks like Mrazek's getting his second start here. Coming off a nice game. Carolina's a team I feel like is going to start moving in the right direction. They kind of went through a little bit of a cold streak. Thing is, though, Reimer's playing great as a backup goalie. Used to play for Toronto. He's playing solid. I think that should put a little pressure on Mrazek here to have a good start as well. Looks like Renee's going to come back. I think they should be calling up the guys in the AHL. They got 2 goalies. It slipped my mind here. They got 2 goalies there from Milwaukee, the Admirals, Ingram and Groznik. Those are the 2 goalies that you should be looking out for. Ingram and Groznik. I think they should get the call up here one of these days. If Renee really has a bad start, you might just see that. I don't know. That's hard to say, really. Actually, now that I think about it, guys. But Renee won't get. He won't go to the AHL, but maybe they call in another goalie. That's actually what they did here in Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay called in Wedgwood. I'm not too sure. You got Vasilevsky and you got McElhaney, but I just found out Wedgwood from the Syracuse Crunch guys got called up to Tampa Bay. So you never know. You could see some pressure put on Renee here. I'd lean to an under in Nashville, Carolina, even though both these teams can score. Like, it's all kind of counterintuitive to all the stats and the power play. I got, Nashville on the road. They got a top 3 power play here tonight at 23%, and at home, Carolina's 27%. It's almost any correlated, but at 6.5, I could understand an under. Not one of my strongest plays there, guys. Nashville, Carolina. On to the last game here, second last game is St. Louis and Dallas. Binghamton, I'm looking at starting here, and Bishop's already been confirmed. I already put a play here, guys, half unit on the Dallas regulation. I got that at, what do we got here? +100 at Bovada. So that's a play there, guys. I think Dallas is just rolling, not to mention St. Louis has got some injuries here. Gunnarsson, Sundqvist, and Bertuzzo with the suspension. He's still out. Those are some key pieces for St. Louis. As good as Binghamton is, Dallas is humming. They're at home. The under is heavily juiced. I stayed off that, guys. But give me Dallas in regulation. Not an official client play, but there's another free one for you guys. So to recap the free plays for you, we got Winnipeg on the money line, Pittsburgh, Columbus under, Dallas, the regulation, and the Dallas money line. We got 4 client plays there. And guys, there's the NHL. Shoot in any questions there. I know I'm really going off real quick. Just trying to really say everything I want and kind of keep the rhythm going. But anyways, enough of that. Let's go on to the AHL, guys. AHL hockey. Most of your books should have these up by now. If not, shoot me a message on Twitter, ego47_, and I'll be able to tell you what books do have those lines for you. All right, give me a little sec here. Let's take a little sip of coffee. Feel free to shoot the questions, guys. That's why we're here doing it. When we got 15 minutes in. All right, moving on here. Let's do it. 10 games in the AHL, guys. First one, we're looking at – oh, no, sorry. I'm missing a game. Chicago and Colorado. Jeez. Chicago, Colorado, guys, in the NHL. Last game of the day here. Awful power play. Both run home for Colorado and Chicago. I don't like either team's power plays. With that being said, though, their penalty kills aren't exactly anything special. So kind of crosses that stat out. With that being said, guys, at home here, we're looking at Crawford starting. And in November at home, he's got a 95.5% save percentage. From what my notes or my documentation has. That's really good, obviously. And I don't think Colorado has the firepower right now. They got a lot of injuries. Chicago was only minus 110, so that was another play. So much going on. That's another one, guys. Chicago, money line, minus 110. Geez, I almost got more free plays than I do client plays. Anyways, Chicago on the money line, guys. I just think with Crawford at home here, I like their chances. Chicago, only issue is they're allowing a lot of shots against. I don't know if Colorado had a full lineup here, I'd be on Colorado. They don't. They're coming off a decent performance against Edmonton. With that being said, I still would be on Chicago at home, minus 110. All right, AHL hockey here, guys. Springfield and Bridgeport. Looks like Desrosiers and Gibson. That's the French guy for Springfield. Gibson for Bridgeport. Second start for Gibson, first for Desrosiers. I had an under 6, but it's at 5 in the AHL here, guys. I almost had an LOL at this. Really, you want to throw a 5 out? that's just a little ridiculous if you ask me. But I'll stay off that one, guys. Let's go into a play I want to give out to you. I got 2 client plays in Manitoba, Grand Rapids, and then Laval, Syracuse. Over 6, minus 110, Heritage, Belleville, Binghamton. That's the hometown team here. It looks like Decord here, coming up from the ECHL. He's going to get the start because of the injury for Ottawa Senators and Anderson. They've called up Hogberg. So Deckard's probably going to get the start here, and Gustafson's going to go tomorrow. Binghamton's probably going to be throwing up Comrie, if not Schneider, either or, guys. I'll like the over in that. Belleville's humming on offense. I just watched them at home on Wednesday, and these guys are really moving the puck. You could see some of these players like Batherson, Thornton, Schwartz. They got a lot of good players, up and comers. Abramanov, a Russian guy, I might be butchering his name. I probably am, but I think they got some goals in them still. And Binghamton, only thing is Belleville's allowing goals as well, and Binghamton. They've been scoring from what my notes have said here. You could see some goals. So I'm going to take it, guys, at over 6 in Belleville and Binghamton. There's a play for you there, free play. Put a little note beside it. Next free play for you guys, we'll give Wilkes-Barre, Scranton versus Lehigh Valley. I had a look at Wilkes-Barre here. They're just playing really good hockey right now. Wilkes-Barre's got one of the better power plays on the road. Lehigh, not exactly a team that has the greatest offensive power. They like to play to the under. I could see another lean to the under in this game here, Wilkes-Barre, Lehigh Valley, but I already put a play half unit on Wilkes-Barre, Scranton to beat Lehigh Valley. Moving on to the next game here, Toronto Marlies and the Rochester Americans. Looking at Kaskaso, guy who used to play, was called up from the Toronto Maple Leafs. He's coming back down with Hutchinson going up. Kaskaso should have a good performance here, but he's coming into a red-hot team here for the Rochester Americans. They've won 5 of their last 5. Johansson's second start here. He's been playing great hockey between the pipes for Rochester. Give me the under there, guys. That's another free play for you. That'd be 3. Under 6, minus 120, Bovada. That's Toronto, Rochester. Let's cash that one. Chicago Rockford, that's probably one of my best client plays. Can't give you that one. Bakersfield, San Jose. I like Bakersfield here, guys. It's a pretty good client play for you. Free play for you. That's 4 now. Bakersfield, you got Fresh Skinner. Just one sec. I'm gonna close up. All right. Bakersfield here is throwing up Skinner. It's gonna be fresh, coming off of not exactly one of his best performances. San Jose's a team they can lock down. Skinner should have a much better game. Corner here for San Jose San Jose Barracuda. He's not exactly a guy I like to back. I've watched him play. Very Jekyll and Hyde goalie. If you can get a couple by him, the floodgates open. So give me Bakersfield at minus 103 to almost even money at Bet Online there, guys. And closing it out, nothing too strong on Stockton, Colorado. Looking at Giles and Werner. Werner, who was called up there for a while, guys, had that great game in Winnipeg. He's now back in Colorado. Had a look at the under, if anything, between Stockton and Colorado. Two good goalies. Then the last game, I'm not sure about who's going to start, if Stolarz is going or Boyle. Because Stolarz here for San Diego Gulls would be a 6 start. Boyle, not exactly a guy. I thought he'd be starting on Wednesday. He didn't get the call, probably for good reason. He might get the call today. So a game I don't really have an angle on because I don't know who's going to start. Pettersson, I was praising about in the last show. He's not exactly – I don't know what to think because he's going through a bit of a spell maybe. You played at least, 15 games in a row, and then he got pulled and then didn't start the last game. I think he got pulled this previous game on Wednesday, like 9 for 14, which isn't good. So I'm going to be off that last one, San Diego, Ontario. Just to recap here, guys, AHL hockey, just like I was going over. Belleville, Binghamton, over 6 Heritage. Boom. Wilkes-Barre, Lehigh Valley. Go with Wilkes-Barre, Scranton. Toronto, Rochester, take the under 6 there. And then Bakersfield, San Jose, take Bakersfield. Those are the free plays in the AHL. Looking at the NHL, what do we got here? Got to be careful. Winnipeg, money line, plus 115. 4P start there, guys. These games are going off in, hour and 38 minutes. So we're looking at Winnipeg money line against Anaheim. Let's cash that ticket. What else do I got here? Looking at the under in Minnesota, Ottawa, 5.5. Not one of my stronger plays, though, I won't lie. The over 6.5, Toronto. Didn't pull the trigger, but that's exactly where I'd be looking at. Philly puck line, minus 109. I like that play. I got a client play on Tampa, client play on Vegas. And then we're looking at Pittsburgh money line, minus 120 there, guys. I like them to beat Columbus. The under 6 as well. And Chicago on the money line to beat Colorado. A lot of money line plays today, guys. I like the sides more than the totals. Usually I'm a total player too. But, yeah, there's a quick recap there. What are we, 23 minutes in? We'll go over a couple of stats here I got here too for you guys regarding first period power play goals for and goals against, along with third period, just so you guys get a understanding of what teams are going to start off hot, what teams are going to start off going to have some late horses, I like to say. They're teams like Boston, as you guys might know, the Boston Bruins. They are, what do I got here? Goals for. Actually, they're fourth. They're 33 goals third period at a 25 game. So they're scoring over a goal a game in the third period. That's a great stat. Not to mention they have a 34% power play at home. I know it was a ballsy move to take the Rangers. I didn't like the line there, guys, and just a small little play on it. Yeah, but Boston's very live. You know what? I might even take both sides here just to guarantee myself some money. If I can get Boston here, I might check it out on my 365 app. If I can get it, plus 170, let's just sit back and enjoy some plus money there at 192, 170, because Boston's very live to come back from these numbers I have. One of the better third period teams in hockey, and one of the best power plays at home at 34%, which is very, very good. And the Rangers, let's see, their penalty kill isn't in my top 4 today, so that's not exactly a good thing. Yeah, guys, shoot any questions. I'll stick around here for a little while. We're rocking the Denver Broncos here today. Not exactly one of the better teams in the league, but you got to stay loyal. Never give up in your football team, hockey team, whatever it is. Stick loyal to them. Yeah, that's the hockey there for today. We got Chicago, Winnipeg, Pittsburgh, Dallas, and then we got the under in Ottawa and the under in Pittsburgh and Columbus. A little episode 2 there for you guys. I know it was pretty quick. I was going on and on, but like I said, I just like to try to spit it all out while I can, and just be action-packed and give you guys all this information. Low Bag Show was great today with Ian and Adam. They had some great takes that I was able to you know, make my own. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say there. But anyway, let's just go over these quick stats for you guys. Home penalty kill tonight. San Jose's got the best home penalty kill, 93%. Philly, 88. Vegas, 85. Boston, 85. Dallas, 85. So those 5 teams, if you see them on the penalty kill, know that they're probably going to get out of it, especially San Jose at 93%. Going on the NHL road. Did I say road before? That was the home penalty kill teams. This is going to be the road penalty kill teams. Pittsburgh's number 1, 83%. Not exactly, not as good as the home, obviously. Home we had 93, 85. Now we're looking at the best being 83% in Pittsburgh. Winnipeg's also 83% in the penalty kill on the road. St. Louis 82, and the Senators are 79. That's another reason why I took the under there. Pretty good penalty kill. Not amazing at 79%. It's actually not the greatest now that I think about it. But anyway, it made top 4 here in today's numbers. Going on to the first periods here, guys. Goals for. Vegas is the best team in the first period for goals for, 31 and 27 games. Montreal is 28 and 25. Boston 29 and 25, and Edmonton 28 and 27. Worst first period teams for goals against. These teams are floodgates are wide open early. Colorado, another reason why I like Chicago tonight. Colorado's 32 first period goals against. Toronto's 30. That's changed a lot since the new coach. Carolina's 29 and Buffalo's 28. You got Toronto and Buffalo for the worst first period goals against. It could be looking at a first period over there, guys. Here we go. Moving on to the third period. Top third period goals for. Nashville's got 35 and 24 games in the third period. So it's a good stat for Nashville. There might be some regression coming with that, but they do score 35 goals in 24 games in the third period. That's something to talk about. Anyway, Florida's 34 in the 25 games. Pittsburgh's 33 and 25, and Boston's 33 and 25. So those are your top 4 NHL top third period teams for goals for. And the worst goals for against, Detroit's got 36 and 27. So Detroit is another reason why I like Philly. Not exactly a team you want to trust in the third period, as they've allowed 36 in 27 games. Toronto's next and with 33 and 26. Again, that has something to do, I think, with their old mentality and how they played. Been a lot better defensively, especially with Anderson. New Jersey's next with the worst third period. They're 32 and 24. And then Chicago's coming in at 32 and 24. So maybe a first period on the Chicago Blackhawks. I'm going to write that down, guys. That could be a great look because, well, they're the worst. They're one of the worst. They are the worst. Colorado at 32 and 24, and not exactly the greatest numbers to make you trust that money line late, with Chicago allowing 32 goals in 24 games. Yeah, there you are, guys. I don't think I should go over it again, but I will anyway. Winnipeg on the money line. We're looking at that as one of the free plays for you. The under with Ottawa, Minnesota, 5.5. Philly on the puck line. We got Pittsburgh on the money line, -120. Pittsburgh, Columbus under 6, along with Dallas in regulation, and the Chicago Blackhawks on the money line. Even throwing a first period, guys. I'm going to do that after this show. But yeah, guys, thanks for tuning in on the show. That's episode 2 for you. Tomorrow's Saturday. Let's see. It's going to be a busy day. You know what? I should be able to get back on here, guys, depending on what the feedback is. I'll see how we're doing there. If it's worth everyone's time, I'll definitely jump back on there. And yeah, thanks for tuning in there, guys, whenever you do. And cash those tickets. And check me out on Twitter. I'll recap all the picks I just gave it on the show. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Take care.